AITA for taking our long-delayed honeymoon to Disney without my stepdaughter after her mom banned her from going. I'm a 28-year-old woman, married to my 29-year-old husband. We live in northern Michigan, and he has a 12-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. For context, he was 16 when his daughter was born, her mom was 19, and the custody situation has been lopsided ever since. The standing court order gives us every other weekend plus the Wednesday after mom's weekend. We've petitioned for more custodial time, but our lawyer says the earliest we can get into court is July 2026. That timeline hangs over everything. My husband and I got married last year, but we never took a honeymoon because he had just started a new job that kept him on the road. In fact, we've never taken a real vacation together, just one work trip that happened to cross a state line. So for our one-year anniversary, we started planning something special, a week at Disney World. Not just because it's Disney, but because it's my childhood dream. My grandparents planned to take me when I was a kid, then my papa got sick with cancer and we canceled. He passed before we could ever reschedule. This trip also includes a stop in Tennessee to scatter some of my dad's ashes, a goodbye I've been putting off. All of that to say, this is not just a random getaway. It's a long-delayed honeymoon, a grief ritual, and a little kid wish finally coming true. We didn't want my stepdaughter to come. We asked her mom if we could take her along. Our treat, our itinerary, happily navigating the logistics. Bio mom shut it down immediately. No. If I don't get to take her on extravagant vacations, neither do you. That was the exact text. We clarified that it lined up with our off week. She said no anyway. Then she switched the weekends on us. She does that sometimes, and never switched back, which kept the trip on her time and gave her another lever to pull. We were disappointed, but we decided to keep planning the trip for ourselves. We try to be discreet because we didn't want to dangle something in front of a kid who might not be allowed to go. Unfortunately, my stepdaughter is 12, which means she is both smart and curious. I left a browser tab open by mistake, and she found the hotel confirmations while I was at work. She came bouncing into our place that Wednesday, breathless. Are we going to Disney? For real. My husband and I froze like deer in headlights. We told her we'd asked her mom, and she'd said no. She deflated right in front of us, like watching air leave a balloon. But it's my dream too, she whispered. My heart cracked. Within an hour, Bio mom was blowing up my husband's phone. Pick your insult. For even planning it. You know it's SD's dream. How dare you go without her? If you go, you're choosing your new wife over your own daughter. She also tossed in some greatest hits about me trying to replace her, which, I'm not. I'm not trying to be mom. I'm the adult who cooks mac and cheese, checks homework, and makes sure there are clean socks. That's it. We sat my stepdaughter down, showed her the messages so she'd know we weren't lying, and tried to explain. We wanted you there. Your mom said no. This trip is also for our anniversary and to say goodbye to my dad's ashes. She listened, chin wobbling. It's not fair, she said. But I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Here's where I'm torn. On one hand, we're paying for this entire trip. It's our anniversary, our first real vacation, and my personal full circle moment. I have bent my life into pretzels for other people's schedules and feelings for years. A part of me thinks it is okay to claim 1 week that honors my marriage and my grief. It also feels wrong to let Bio mom weaponize fairness to control our lives. If she can veto our time and then shame us for having any joy outside of her permission, when does that stop? On the other hand, I'm not made of stone. A 12-year-old found out she wasn't allowed to go on her dream trip, and I'm the adult who will still go to the dream place without her. That hurts. I don't want to become the kind of stepmom who says, sorry, kiddo, adults only, while posting castle selfies. I don't want her to think we left her behind because she doesn't belong. She absolutely belongs with us. I've tried to game out the ethics. If a parent blocks a child from an opportunity, is it morally cleaner to cancel the opportunity so no one has it? Or is it kinder to keep the plan but promise the child a dedicated trip when we have the legal right to take her? We're already working through the courts to add explicit vacation time to the agreement. Canceling wouldn't change the power dynamic. It would just let Bio mom win the punishment she designed. Everyone miserable. Keeping the trip honors commitments we made to ourselves and my family, while we plan a separate kid-centered Disney week later. That seems like the least bad option. But I still feel like an absolute jerk when I picture her face. My husband is in the we go, and we also plan her trip camp. He said, we can't make our life smaller every time my ex makes a rule she wishes existed. My mother-in-law thinks we should keep our plans, but text Bio mom one last time and put it in writing that we'll fund a kid-focused Disney trip next summer, no strings. My own mom cried when I told her about the Tennessee part and said Papa would want me to go. Bio mom has escalated from no to if you still go, you're heartless. She's dropped some truly unhinged lines about me trying to take her place, which makes me think this isn't about vacations at all. It's about territory. My group chat is split. Half say enjoy your honeymoon, and half say it's Disney. You can always wait. Online, hi Reddit. I'm expecting a similar split. But one friend said something that stuck. If you cancel, your stepdaughter learns that her mother's anger can erase other people's plans. If you go and then keep your promise to take her later, she learns that adults can hold 2 truths. This is our time now, and you will also get your time. We're days out from the trip. We've saved. We've planned. We've built the playlist, and I've tucked the little urn into my carry-on. We asked permission, were denied, and now we're getting called monsters for not undoing the whole thing. I love my stepdaughter. I also love my husband and my dad and the little version of me who didn't get to go. So Reddit, would I be the AH if we go to Disney without my stepdaughter this time? Then plan a dedicated Disney trip for her as soon as we have the legal space to do it? Update. First, quick answers to common questions I know will come up. Yes, we're in northern Michigan. Yes, my husband was 16 when his daughter was born. No, I don't communicate with bio-mom directly. That's his lane. Yes, the court delay really is July 2026, our attorney confirmed. And yes, stepdaughter found out because I left a tab open like a rookie. The trip was scheduled on one of our off weeks. Bio-mom switched weekends and never switched back. Now the update. My husband came off the road this morning and we did a big pancake breakfast. Strawberries, whipped cream, the works. After we ate, we sat down with my stepdaughter and showed her the message thread where her mom said no. We told her, we want you with us. Your mom won't allow it this time. We're also stopping in Tennessee to scatter my dad's ashes, so some of it is adult and heavy. But we promise we'll do Disney with you. She asked if she could call her mom. My husband said yes. The call went south fast. Bio-mom started yelling about how I'm trying to take her place, and she will never be your mom. And even said, if you're going to Disney, then dad and I are taking you, and that slur for me can stay home. My stepdaughter started crying and said, this is why I don't want to come back to your house. All I want is more time with dad. My husband ended the call because it was getting cruel. We regrouped and decided to salvage the day. We drove to Cedar Point, did the Halloween stuff, ate too much funnel cake, and stayed in a hotel. On the drive back, she hugged me and whispered, thank you for being the mom I don't have. I cried in the passenger seat. We emailed our lawyer to add specific vacation time to the agreement. My stepdaughter told us to go, to have fun, and to bring back treats. We're still going to Disney for our anniversary, and we're already sketching a kid-centered Disney itinerary for next summer. I hope that's the right balance.